Out through, inward face. At close interval, dress right, dress. Ready, front.
Bravo crew, reservation day, board votes.
Permission ready.
Inboard, face. At close interval, dress right, dress. Ready, front.
Ma'am, the ship is at quarters.
Very well. Receive the report.
Ma'am. Crew leaders, report.
Out through, all present accounted for, sir.
Bravo crew, all present accountable, sir.
Very well. Ma'am, all hands are present or accounted for.
Very well. Set the watch.
Aye, ma'am. Alpha crew and Bravo crew, you will be the duty crews. Assign side boys.
Aye, sir.
Out through, from the right, count off by twos. 1.
2.
Ones will man the rail after the gangway, twos will man the rail forward the gangway.
Bravo crew, count off by twos.
1, 2.
Ones will man the rail aft the gangway. Twos will man the rail forward the gangway.
Ma'am, side boys have been assigned.
Very well. Here receive the skipper.
Aye, ma'am. Alpha crew, 2 side boys, post.
Ship 15 arriving. Welcome aboard, ma'am. You should save the ship. Not this time. Carry on. Again. Listen. Here to receive Council Cromwell.
Aye, ma'am. Bravo crew, 2 side boys, post.
Council Cromwell arriving. Welcome aboard, sir. You wish to save the ship.
This time, carry on.
Right, sir. Post and return side boys to post.
Aye, ma'am. Alpha crew and Bravo crew, return side boys.
Side boys, inboard, face. Return to your post.
Side boys, inboard, face. Return to your post.
Listen. Carry out the orders of the day.
Aye, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the pledge of allegiance?
Attention, at place, pledge. I pledge allegiance to Chip, you may be seated and at ease.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so glad you could come. My name is Deborah Bear, and I am the skipper of Ship 15. What you just saw, many of you may not be familiar with, so let me just explain that the BSA was formed in 1910 by Lord Baden-Powell, but in 1912, Lord Baden-Powell and the Secretary of the Navy, whose name was Josephus Daniels, formed the Sea Scouts. That was just 2 years later, so we have a long and rich tradition. Part of that tradition is that our bridges of honor instead of port of honor are held in this formation, and it's called the land ship. All of the regular courtesies that you would find aboard ship are expected here as well. I would like to introduce our dignitaries at this time. Council Commodore Butch Quillen, Council Executive David Williams, former Area 6 Commodore Lyman Bowker, and then former National Bosun Edward Campbell. What would you like to say for this?
Thank you, Debbie. It's very appropriate to be conducting this ceremony today at Camp Bucktops, where Toby has been a camp participant and recently served on staff as a small boat sailing instructor. He was also a certified BSA lifeguard. I call your attention to the picture above the fireplace with that of Dr. Joe Johnson, with several participants in the different elements of scouting, including Tobias Reed, representing Sea Scouts. He will be with us in perpetuity. Toby's older brother Nathaniel earned his Eagle Scout in 2004 at Piedmont Council, North Carolina. Then the family moved to Belize to pursue agricultural research. During Toby's formative years in Belize, Nathaniel was a mentor and acquainted Toby with Scout skills and principles. Toby was able to find Scout field books and also hardback merit badge books in the San Ignacio Library. Nathaniel passed away after a lengthy battle with a terminal illness, but Toby continued to apply those early lessons with his own scouting career. When the family relocated to the U.S., Toby joined Troop 254 in Chattanooga in November 2016. Another move to Athens resulted in Toby joining Troop 118 in February 2018. In the fall of 2018, Toby joined Crew 308 and Ship 15 in Athens. Toby earned Eagle Scout in July 2020 and then pursued rank advancement in Sea Scouts. He achieved apprentice, ordinary able, and had completed all requirements for quartermaster before his untimely passing. A posthumous board review was conducted and his quartermaster application was approved. Just to put things in perspective, Toby is the third Sea Scout to earn quartermaster in the history of the Great Smoky Mountain Council. Only about 30 to 35 Sea Scouts nationwide earn the quartermaster each year. Toby completed NYLT, the 2018 winter course, and SEAL, its advanced leadership training for Sea Scouts, in the summer of 2020. He also assisted SEAL staff in 2022. Toby also served as bosun for Ship 15. Toby was a homeschooled high school graduate and was employed as an aluminum custom fabricator welder for Howell Trailer Company in Athens. He was a member of the Mid-County Amateur Radio Club and also pursued motorcycle road course racing and track riding. I'd like to give you something in his own words, and I'll quote. This is a comment Toby made. "Scouting has given me many experiences, introduced me to new skills, and has created a community of people that I connect with across the nation. Leadership training such as NYLT and SEAL has prepared me for interacting with others and leading in the workplace. Every aspect of my daily life at work or at home would be different for the worse if not for the values shared by scouting. Toby has received the Council Sea Scout Leadership Award and also earned the highest level of Sea Scout Marksmanship Awards in pistol, rifle, and shotgun. Toby has also been recognized as Sea Scout of the Year at the Distinguished Citizen Dinner. And it is a great honor today that we recognize Tobias Reed in achieving the quartermaster rank in Sea Scouts. Now I'd like to pass this to Lyman Bell. A few comments on the journey to apprentice to quartermaster.
The highest award in Sea Scouts is the quartermaster. Presents a challenge that, when met, will affect the young person the rest of their life. The journey begins with an apprentice rank, with requirements that include ideals of Sea Scouting, active membership, leadership, swimming, safety, marlin spike seamanship, boat handling, and service. The next rank, the ordinary, adds additional requirements including ground tackle, navigation rules, piloting and navigation, practical deck seamanship, environment, weather, cruising, boating safety course, and also the scout must complete 3 electives. The able rank adds more requirements to all of the preceding ranks that include earning a long cruise and a quartermaster cruise and 4 level 3 electives. The quartermaster candidate must think analytically about how the program is delivered and supported while developing a deeper understanding of the scouting ideals. Most requirements represent intensification of what was learned in previous ranks, but with significant additions: the Quartermaster Service Project, the Quartermaster Cruise, and the study of weather and forecasting. The cruise, which can be accomplished through the SEAL program, involves taking the long-term command of a vessel and a crew and conducting critical drills. The electives include leadership, duty to God, sailing, paddlecraft, scuba, vessels, racing, engines, vessel maintenance, electricity, rigging, specialty proficiency, ornamental paperwork, marine tradition, U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary, or American Boating Company. Toby has achieved many of these awards, completed almost every one of them. So it is my pleasure to be here today. Thank you.
It is unfortunate, but his family could not be here today. I think the overwhelm of what is going on has prevented them from coming, and they said that they will be coming back to camp to spend time here, but it's probably going to be about a year before they can. So we will be presenting this award to them next week in their home. The Sea Scout Quartermaster Award is the highest award in Sea Scouts and is as important as the Eagle Award. It stands for excellence and is a reminder that as a ship, it needs a rudder, a compass, and a moving force to reach its destination. So an individual must be physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight to achieve worthwhile goals in life. It results from a young adult's determination to reach goals that he or she has set and achieved. The award is rich in symbolism. The blue ribbon stands for loyalty and country. The compass suggests the importance of carefully chosen direction in life. The wheel reminds us that we are the guide of our own future and that we must persevere with self-discipline. The Scout badge shows that Sea Scouts are an important part of the scouting tradition. The anchor reminds us that a truly worthy life must be anchored in duty to God. I'd like to call Dick Del Friday and Butch Quillen.
You can skip it for now.
Toby thought so well of you too. He admired you and looked at you both as his mentors. So in his stead, if I can do it because I can't see right now, I would like to present you with a, I can't get it. Yeah. With a mentor pin. Well, I think I'm just gonna hand it to him. There you go. Thank you, gentlemen. I'd like to call it David Williams for a special award.
Thank you, Debbie. For those of you who don't know Mr. Del Frade, he's at the heart and soul of our sailing program here at Camp Buck Tom's, along with Butch. It's not often that a Boy Scout camp has the opportunity to have somebody of Dick's caliber of sailing and personal vessel, and pretty much every late spring he's over here at Camp Buck Tom's training the next small boat handling instructor. So it's grateful that you're here. And if you know what the Silver Beaver Award is, there is a counterpart to it. To receive the Silver Beaver, you have to be a registered member of Scouting. So the North Star Award was created, and I believe Dick was the first in the council to receive the North Star Award, which is the Silver Beaver for a non-registered volunteer of Scouting. So we're pleased to have him here today. When the sad news came of Toby's passing, some of his friends here at camp started talking about what they could do in his honor. And those are the seasonal summer camp staff members. There are somewhere between 15 to 23, 24. One of those staff members is a little bit older than they are, and came to me and said, "Hey, by the way, we should name Toby a James E. West Fellow." And he said, and I'm in for the first part of that. So we had the opportunity to visit with Butch probably the next week and shared that comment with him, and then the other 9 lined up pretty quick to make Toby a member of the James E. West Fellowship. So that is a gift of $1,000 restricted to the endowment of the council, which means that gift in memory of Toby will resonate throughout the entirety of the BSA until the good Lord calls the rest of us home. So it is my honor to present the James E. West Fellowship, and I'm going to present it to Debbie in his stead. So.
At this time, I would like to ask you if anyone here has a memory that they would like to share about Toby, his time in Scouting, his time here, your friendship. Emily, would you say anything?
So, as mentioned earlier, I got the privilege to serve our nation, our national youth, in Sea Scouts at the National Sea Scout Bosun in the years 2015 and 16. And through that time, I was able to meet thousands of young people across our great globe. During my term of my over 21 years in the scouting program, I've been able to meet copious amounts of Tobys. But for some reason, Toby really stuck out to me. I met Toby in the year 2020 for SEAL, and ever since, every single scouting event, I saw a smile, and you knew it was Toby. He's one of the most brilliant minds and most dedicated young people I've had the opportunity to work with in this great program so far. Toby, as a fellow quartermaster, it deeply pains me to know that you'll never get to experience the great powers of the things you've done as a youth for a program like this. I'm proud to call you a brother in scouting. You lived every day the scouting way. 100% of the time, I can say without doubt that you are truly trustworthy, loyal, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and without doubt reverent. Tobiah, there's still more tears left to cry. But today, we honor you with one of scouting's most important awards. I could not be more proud to call you our quartermaster. Thank you.
Does anyone else have a memory or a thought that they would like to share?
For those of you that don't know me, I was a former first mate for Deborah.
Your name?
I'm Shannon. AKA Spencer there. Everybody knows me by that. Toby was probably one of the most gifted scouts I've ever had a chance to come across. To watch him grow, finding a man was a great achievement. Not one thing, but a lot of things stood out. He would be tremendous. I can't say one thing about him, it's just everything that was about him. And it was that smile, always that smile. He was always the first one to volunteer. That's all I got.
Anyone else like to share a word? You can stay at your seat, you don't have to come up here. Okay. You don't have to do the nice thing.
Very good. You get it well.
All right. My name is Jason Bush. My name is Jason Bush, and I had the great pleasure of being Toby's Scoutmaster with Troop 118 when they moved to Athens, as was reported earlier. And I remember him as being a young scout coming in, his fire red hair and his smile has already been mentioned, and just eagerness to learn and to participate and be involved in doing everything that he could do possible to further his scouting career, to further his knowledge and gain understanding, and et cetera. And I remember a few different times we'd be out on our hikes or whatever, and we'd be walking along and like, where's Toby at? Oh, he's back there, he's taking a picture of something or whatever, and I know that became a passion of his while he was, as he got older, was taking photographs, and that interest grew, and it was neat to see that blossom in him during those times. But it was always a great time, and also working with him on his Eagle Scout project, and working hard at remember how Toby.
Thanks. So when we shot this picture, it was really important after having gone through sea badge to make sure that we had Sea Scouting in the picture, and who else would be the Sea Scout but Toby. So we have a duplicate copy of the certificate in the James E. West and a medal that we plan to frame and add it somewhere to camp. It may be in this room. We're working on some stuff with the Johnson family and Dr. Johnson as well. So that's one thing. The guy sitting over here in the Bravo crew got to go to, Ann Riley over in Alpha, got to go to Sea Base St. Thomas with him this last summer on a fluke, last minute kind of add-ons, and so I was happy to know that. But my most interesting Toby story is, how many of y'all know that he biked to the 2016 Scout Fest? Rode a bicycle from Athens, Tennessee to run down out Rutledge Pike to Blaine, Tennessee, right? I mean, and it was a bicycle, not an e-bike, right? Not a motorized bike. He rode, I think it was 90 some odd miles that he rode. That was just Toby, right? He always had this weird little quirk about him. You could smile with him, you could laugh with him, and he's going to be truly missed. So, thanks.
I don't want to leave anybody else out. Okay.
This one probably doesn't make me look so great, but it does make Toby look good. Last summer, when we were at SEAL, I had the privilege to share a canoe with Toby on the last couple of days. And on the last, now doing something like SEAL was very important for me, because when I was 20, I was supposed to go to the Northern Tier, and I got extremely sick and could not go. And so 20 years later, I finally get the opportunity to do like this long-term canoe trip that I always wanted to do. And on this final day, middle of the summer, I don't know, we were like 12, 14 miles up there on the lake, and I was determined to finish it. And I guess the last couple of miles, Toby could see I wasn't doing it. And I was suffering from heat exhaustion and was denying. I was completely denying and just trying to stay hydrated. He probably did, because I was going to finish it regardless, but he kind of kept me from dying out there and leaving lost for daily. So I'm sure I'm very grateful for that. But Toby was just very concerned about that. He could see I wasn't doing well, and that was the kind of person he was, and he did not care about that I was an adult. He was a youth. He was like, this is what we're going to do. You're going to lie down here. This is what's going to happen. So his leadership skills probably kept me from being worse off that day. So very grateful for him for all of that.
Okay. I think we're going to end with the skipper's minute. As you know, a scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. Toby was reverent. There's a song, and it's Psalm 90:12, and it says, "So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts to wisdom." Toby applied his heart to wisdom. Toby lived with the specter of a possible, probable bout with ALS, which is something that runs in his family, and that is what his brother had passed away from. But a scout is prepared, and Toby was prepared. Toby always felt like he was going to die early. We just didn't know how early. And after having several conversations with him, I know that he was prepared. Toby knew what he believed and knew why he believed it. As scouts, being reverent, that should apply to all of us. If anyone here would like to talk to me about Toby or his faith, after this is over with, I'd be happy to speak with you about it. Again, I thank you for coming to Toby's Bridge of Honor. After the closing ceremonies, I would invite you to stay and have some refreshments with us. But again, thank you so much. Attention! Officer on deck, the Commodore and his party are preparing to lay ashore.
Citizen, prepare for the Council Commodore to disembark.
Aye, ma'am. Alpha crew and Bravo crew. Post 4 sideways.
Sideways, inboard face. Return to post.
Citizen, prepare for the skipper to disembark.
Aye, ma'am.
Citizen, have the ship's company disembark.
Aye, ma'am.
Sideways, inboard face. Return to your post.
Ship's company, prepare to disembark.
Bravo crew, request permission to lay ashore.
Permission granted.
Alpha crew, request permission to lay ashore.
Permission granted.